Have you ever felt like you're juggling a dozen spinning plates, and at any moment, they're all going to come crashing down? You're trying so hard to keep everything in your life perfectly balanced: your career, your family, your finances, your future. You plan every detail, you worry about every possible outcome, and you work tirelessly to control it all. But instead of feeling powerful and secure, you just feel exhausted, anxious, and overwhelmed. It feels like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you're starting to buckle under the pressure. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone. And I want to share a simple yet profound idea that has the power to change everything. Let go and let God. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Let go. That sounds irresponsible. If I let go, everything will fall apart. Or maybe you're thinking, it's easy to say, but how do I actually do it? These are valid questions, and we're going to explore them together. On the contrary, it's an active choice. It asks the conscious decision to release your tight-fisted grip on the things you cozy and control and to place your trust in a power far greater than your own. It's about trading your anxiety for peace, your striving for grace, and your fear for faith. It's acknowledging that while you have a role to play, you are not the one running the entire show. Think of it like this. Imagine you on a small boat in the middle of a vast ocean. You can row as hard as you can, trying to steer against the powerful currents and winds. You can exhaust yourself fighting the waves, trying to force the boat in the direction you think it should go. You might make a little progress, but you'll be tired, scared, and constantly battling the elements. Now, imagine there's a master sailor on board with you. He knows the ocean, he understands the currents, and he sees the destination far beyond the horizon. Letting go is like putting down your oars, trusting the master sailor, and allowing him to guide the vessel. You still have a job to do on the boat. You might need to adjust the sails or keep watch, but you're no longer trying to do his job. You're working with him, not against him. So, what are we actually holding on to so tightly? We also hold on to past hurts and resentments. We replay old wounds in our minds, refusing to let go of the anger or the pain because we feel it as all we have left. We are attached to our own plans, our own timelines, and our own definitions of what a good life should look like. When things don't go according to our blueprint, we get frustrated and disillusioned. All of this clenching and holding on requires an immense amount of mental and emotional energy, leaving us drained and unable to enjoy the present moment. The Bible is filled with invitations to release our grip. In Proverbs 3, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Notice it doesn't say, figure it all out on your own and then ask God to bless your perfect plan. It says to trust, to submit, to lean on him, not our limited human understanding. Jesus himself tells us in Matthew 11, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." But he can't take it if you won't let it go. It starts with awareness. In that moment, pause. Take a deep breath. Identify what it is you're trying to control. Is it a conversation you're about to have? A project deadline at work? A concern about a loved one? Once you've named it, you can consciously hand it over. A simple prayer can be incredibly powerful. Something like, "God, I'm feeling anxious about this. I'm trying to control the outcome, and it's stressing me out. I release it to you. I trust you with this situation. Please guide my steps and give me your peace." Every time you do it, you're building a muscle of faith. It's like learning any new skill. At first, it feels awkward and unnatural. Your old habits of worry and control will try to creep back in. But with consistent practice, surrendering becomes more of a reflex. You start to recognize the futility of your own striving and the sweet relief that comes from resting in His care. You begin to see evidence of His faithfulness. You look back and see how He guided you through a situation you couldn't have managed on your own, or how He provided for a need you were worried sick about. These moments build a foundation of trust that makes it easier to let go the next time. Letting go also means accepting that God's plan might look different from yours, and that His timing is not always our timing. We often pray for a specific outcome, and when we don't get it, we think God isn't listening or doesn't care. But perhaps He has something better in store, something we can't even imagine from our limited perspective. Sometimes a no or a wait from God is a form of protection. He sees the whole map of our lives, while we can only see a few feet of the road ahead. Trusting Him means accepting His answers, even when they aren't the ones we wanted. Now, I want you to open your hands and lift them up. Picture yourself handing that worry over to God. Release it. Verbally say, God, I give this to you. Feel the lightness that comes from letting it go. Remind yourself that He is capable, He is loving, and He is in control. You've done your part. Now, let Him do His. This journey of letting go is a lifelong process of learning to trust more deeply. There will be days when it feels easy and days when it feels impossible. On the hard days, be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just come back to that simple prayer, that simple act of surrender. Remember the image of the boat on the ocean. Put down your oars. Trust the master sailor. He will give you rest for your soul, and He will guide you safely to shore. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this has encouraged you. If it did, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content that helps us live with more faith and less fear. I'd love to hear in the comments one thing you are choosing to let go of today. Let's support each other on this journey. See you next time.